the destroyed tissue with scar tissue. And there's basically two forms of healing, primary intention, which is minimal tissue loss, and then secondary, which is from the inside out, and will create a more prominent scar. And you can just see here we have the primary, the steps in the primary intention of healing. And remember, that's the minimal tissue damage. And then we have the secondary intention, which has more. It responds to more tissue damage. The wound healing. Then we have the reconstruction, which is where the fibroblasts come in. And then we finally have the fibroblasts and the fibrin come in. They create they really wall that off. And then we have the maturation, where we have the wound begins to contract and the scar and the remodeling begins to occur. Now, if sometimes the healing doesn't go well, and we have it's either insufficiently repaired or it's repaired with a kind of an ugly scar that like a keloid, and you can look that up in your book. And what causes poor wound healing? Well, stress is one. If there's too much bleeding, if we don't have nutrition, if we don't have enough of the components in our diet to help us fully heal the wound, and also if the wound is not properly managed, we can actually disrupt the repair process. Well, here, ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of a summation of the entire thing. You have the inflammatory response, the phases, the vascular process. We constrict and then we dilate, and then the cells come in with the mast cells, the neutrophils, the eosinophils, the basophils, and then the monocytes. Of course, those are the macrophages. So you can see that there are many, many weapons in this whole process. And then you have the platelets to help with the clotting. And keep in mind that these components talk to each other, they communicate to each other through histamine, through chemotaxic factors, through the interleukins. These are all messengers, chemical messengers, through the complement system that gives you the opsonization. So it isn't just one thing that takes care of the process of inflammation. It is a concert of all of these components. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we will get this up to YouTube for you, and the next section will be on section 3 on immunity.